Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Solistic Gaming, improving your gameplay. So today we're going to talk about map strategies and the difference between the different maps and how you play them and how it all plays out. So we're going to be on Haunted Mines today, which is Blizzard's Heroes of the Storm's only two-lane map. They only have a top and they only have a bottom. The objective of the map is later on in the game you can go inside the mines, which is here. One at the bottom, one at the top. And when you go in the mines, you'll come under here, we'll come in here, or here. There's the one entrance, here's the other. And you'll fight over little minions here that drop skulls. The skulls make your golem stronger, which will push down the lane. So we go over to the red team. This is where your golem will spawn. So it'll spawn in the bottom lane for the red team and push down here. In the blue lane, see there's nothing here. So in the top lane, it'll spawn here and it'll push the top lane. The more skulls you get, the stronger the golem. So, a popular strategy for this map is a 4-1 split. They get 4 people to push the lane that their golem is in, and they put 1 person down the bottom just to soak XP. Now, sometimes that's a great idea, and a lot of people seem to think that's the only way to play it, and I gotta disagree. If the enemy team had something like a Zagara, a Sergeant Hammer, and a Sylvanas, and they were pushing top, and we tried to push bottom with Arthas, Vala, Kerrigan, Jaina, they're going to push a lot harder than we are. So you got to try and mix it up. If they got a stronger push, defend it, or just try and work out a different split that works for you. Okay, now we're going to fast forward this a little bit because we want to see what the mines is actually all about, which is what this map is essentially all about. It's a very short map as well. There's something I could go into as well. Is the matches on Haunted Mines usually don't last that long, so the drafting phase, your hero picks, if you're playing Hero League or Team League I should say, should cater around that. So if you look at our team for instance, we have myself on Arthas, Mace on Vala, Yuppie on Jaina, the Lime on Kerrigan, and Geldin on Malfurion, who was a random player, but turned out this was a really good composition for us. So Arthas and Kerrigan usually don't see a massive amount of play, but in this kind of situation where there's a lot of early game fighting, the early game really does matter on this map, because if you get a strong golem, he's going to do more damage, you end up getting more XP, most of the time anyway. So we draft Kerrigan and Arthas were pretty strong in the early game to give us that advantage, as we was playing Hero League and we knew what we was going to go into. So it's going to fast forward this a little bit, so we'll just see this timer by here. There's 13 seconds left till you can enter the mines. As I said, you can enter the mines top, and you can enter the mines on bottom. Now, once this timer comes up, the doors open and you click on the mines, and where you click on the mines, if you click on bottom, you end up on the bottom. If you click on top, you end up on top. Now, inside the mines there's 100 skulls in total to achieve. And how you get this is each of these little guys drops 2 skulls. And most of the camps here have 4 guys in them. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8. So you've got 8, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. Now, all these have 4, as I've just shown you. But in the middle of the map, we have 5 guys here. So instead of getting 8 skulls, if you kill this camp, you're going to get 10. But this one over here has 6. So instead of getting the normal 8, you're going to be getting 12. So you're going to be getting 4 more skulls here, and you're going to be getting two more additional skulls here. So you're going to get 22 skulls from these 2 camps just here in the middle. Now, you're going to get 8, 16, 24. Now from getting these 3 camps, you're not getting many more skulls than these. So a lot of teams prioritize this middle, and it's a good idea. Now what I got to stress in the mines is, yes, it's a good idea to fight, but sometimes it's the early game, the res times are really quick, the focus is skulls. So we'll just watch what happens in here. We watch out the red team, which is us. We're going to come straight to the middle here. We really want these middle skulls. Same as the enemy team, they're coming for them as well. Now, if you pause this, we got everyone coming in. You really want to get everyone in here at the same time. This Sylvanas was a little bit slow here, coming in. And we're gonna cause them to fight here. And we're going to catch a couple of these guys out down the bottom here. but they managed to get away. Now we've pushed them out of the mines. The enemy team is collecting skulls, which is the correct thing to do. If you know you're going to lose a fight, run around and grab the skulls. I mean, they nearly have as many skulls as us now, so what we're going to do now, we know we've pushed the enemy team out. We're going to spread out. And we're going to start picking up these skulls now. This is the important part. Now, they're also doing the right thing. They knew they lost the mine, so they ran out and they got as many skulls as they could. Okay? We're not going to worry about the fighting in here. We don't really necessarily care too much about that at the moment. And this big guy here, if you look at our skull count now, we have 48. Okay? And after we kill this guy, he drops quite a few skulls. We have 74 skulls now. Now, something that you might not be aware of, or if you're a new player, there was a recent patch, particularly on this map, that affected it. And what that does is, the first golem that spawns, even if you get 74 skulls, even if you get 100, it will never be stronger than if you've got 60. So if you get 66 skulls, it's only as strong as a 60 skull golem. If you get 100 skulls, it's only as strong as a 60 skull golem. And the reason for that is because if a team got 100 skull golem before, it basically just ended the game straight away. So what you're effectively doing after you get 60 skulls, if you get more, you're just making your enemy's golem weaker. So there's still a reason to take it, but if you're all running low and you think the enemy team might be coming to fight you on the boss and you've already got 60 skulls, don't worry about it. So, now at this point, the mercenaries are spawned here, in the middle, and over here. Now what you should do here, if you notice, once we've killed these mercenaries, if you watch me now, I'm stood directly on them, I walk off. And the reason for that is, if you cap these mercenaries, after this guy spawns, and you cap them just as he walks past here, they will help you defend. But our guy in our group made a slight mistake and he stood on it. Now, if you watch the enemy team, this is what you should be doing. That's very buggy. I think it's because I paused the replay. So, when these guys are dead, you won't cap them. Now, the mercenaries that we spawned... bugged, which is quite funny to see, but they're going to walk past the golem. Now the enemy team is going to pick them up about here, and I just want to show you how important this is. So here's our golems. They're still just about in, here we go, but now they're going to fight the NPCs. Now our golems attacking the bottom, but because they waited to grab their giants, they're going to stay behind here and they're going to help nuke this golem down, which is obviously adding a big bonus. It's actually something I just noticed. It's only Sylvanus and the Giants that are bugged, no one else, but strange. But anyway, the Giants will help you take this thing down, which is important. So remember, you want to grab this camp, only for the first time, unless you've done a really good job defending. You want to grab this, just as the golem comes past about here, to be safe. Okay? Now, so we're going to fight over this. We pushed with our golem. We had one person up top. I'll just show you that, just so you can see. So usually, it's always worth putting at least one person defending. So Mace here is defending. The enemy team only has a 26 skull golem, so it's pretty weak. So Mace alone, he focuses down this golem and he kills it already now. Just him. Because it's so much weaker. Now they've got the Giants helping, plus all the players there, and obviously you can see how much stronger it is. So it's always worth putting one person to defend, even if it's like a 20 skull golem, because it still can do damage if uncontested. So now we're going to push down this lane here. We're going to fall back now. The important thing on this map, the reason that we went for this team comp again, is because we really want to try and get these early kills. And if you look at the kills, the 6 to us, 0 to the enemy team. We had a good match here, and we had a good team composition. So for instance, you've got Arthas's route with his slow down, you've got Kerrigan's pull, and you've got Malfurion's route. Now all that goes really well with Jane's Blizzard and you know, Valor's multi-shot. So they can get a lot of damage when the target's stuck still. And the reason that it's so important is because the next mines that might come out, let's just fast forward this a little bit. Now, you always want to try and keep people on your lanes as well. It's super important. I can't discuss how important that is. Okay, so let's have a look here. So the mines are going to open. Now, what's important to note is that the second time the mines open, these stay open all the time. So you can go inside these and you can prematurely get inside the mines, which is what the enemy team is doing. Now, if you go in the mines and you're far ahead and you happen to hit level 10 in here and the enemy team doesn't, it's really bad for the enemy team because you're so far out of it. Now let's just look at the mines. The enemy team are in here before if they done a better job of... Now they're going to be in here and they're grabbing skulls. I mean, they've already got 26 and we've got 2. So we're just going to look what we're doing. We came down here and got the skulls. We got our Kerrigan over here, Mr. Lime. He's getting our skulls. And Yuppie and myself got caught out here. So we're going to take a pretty bad beating. But we have quick communication and we managed to get the guys in here. We still suffer pretty bad. But we managed to do okay. They pushed us out of the mines. And the enemy team now is going to grab a lot of the skulls. But I don't know why this graphic, it messes up like this so much. But our Fury's doing exactly the same thing. He knows that we couldn't kill him in the team fight, so he's grabbing all the skulls that he can possibly get. The enemy team knows where he is because you can see them on the mini-map. Now, our one friend, Lime, was a little bit annoyed there, but that's okay. So we have 46 skulls. They have 46 skulls, I should say, with the red team. I always get confused with that. So they're going to come and fight the boss now, and they're going to get a pretty big skull golem. Let's just check this out. So they have 76 plays 24. Now that's massive. So what we're going to do now, we're going to... Is that Mount? I'm dragging Jaina along then. So what we're going to do, we're going to come down here, we're going to grab these straight away. We want them to just try and help. And we're just going to all defend now. Now remember, we all attacked before. But now their golem is much stronger than ours. So all of us are going to defend. And we're going to come here. And we're going to try and take this golem out. Now if the enemy team would have pushed for this straight away, this golem would have done a lot more damage. But the enemy team have already let us take about a quarter of HP off. But let me just show you the importance of getting these strong golems. So we're all going to fight over this golem now. They have no one defending our golem. Okay, our golem is only a 24 skull golem. But... let's just watch what happens. They're pushing in. We're not really worrying about the team fight here. It's the map we care about. So, this 76 skull golem is with the players. It's taking down both the towers, the gate, and is going to take down a fair amount of health of this tower. Let's just see how this goes. We're going to keep watching it here, and there it is. So, that's the health it's done. Now, our golem's got to the wall, and he done a bit of damage. Just shows you how important getting that strong golem is. Okay, and it's not really that much more to the map really. I'd always send one person to defend a weak golem and push with your strong golem. And remember, when you get to these mines, if you can't win the team fight, spread out and get those skulls, because that's the main objective here. That's so important. I can't think anything else off the top of my head. Also, if you've lost the mines, let's say you've got as many skulls as you can get and you can't get any more, leave the mines and come to this middle camp here. Take those knights just for the extra pushing power. It really does help. It's just to get their attention off the lane. So I hope this video has helped you anyway with a little bit of information. If you've got any comments, post them below. Thank you and have a good day, guys and girls.